It's a law. I don't know whether somebody wants us to legislate in the law 133. I mean, I'm just struggling to understand how a lawyer will be expecting that we should put in the law that a 24-hour economy should be a 133. Certainly that beats my imagination. There are different variants of 24-hour operations. One can decide to do 122, one can decide to do 133, but that doesn't mean that it is still not a 24-hour economy. So, at the end of the day, please, I listen to you in silence. Why are you jittery? Why are you jittery? We have just started and you are already struggling. Just keep quiet and listen. Mr. Speaker, we were in this country where we were already building schools, but we still set up a law, an authority that was set up as the GET Fund. Was it because we were not building schools? We were in this country when our district assemblies were developing our communities, but we came here and set up development authorities. Were we not building toilets that you were building with the authorities? So what do you mean by the fact that an activity is already being done? If you want to undertake a policy that is intersectorial, you need a coordinating mechanism to ensure that all the agencies that are participating in implementing that authority or that activity work together and get coordinated. That is what this authority is going to do. Because when we say 24-hour economy, 24-hour economy is not the same as agriculture. It is not the same as industry. It is a mainstreaming activity that you find almost in every sphere of life. So you find 24-hour economy in agriculture, you find it in industry, and you find it in services. As a result of that, you need to coordinate all those activities that you need to create the enabling environment for those agencies and institutions to be able to implement 24-hour economy. And that is what we are going to do, and you are beginning to shiver because somehow you thought that 24-hour economy was going to be your Ghana Beyond Aid that never had a policy. You thought that 24-hour economy was going to be like your free senior high school that never had a policy. You are trying to think that 24-hour economy was going to operate like your one district, one factory that never had a policy. Your digitalization that never had a policy. Today, we are walking the talk. Today, we are implementing a policy backed by a coordinating mechanism that will ensure that whatever we want to do is well thought out and implemented and funded. And that is where MPP will remain in opposition for the next 30 years because of 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, unfortunately, it appears people did not even read the memorandum that came with the bill. If people had read the memorandum that came with the bill, they would have been clear what Cabinet and the government of Ghana wants to do with this authority. And it is not our fault that you don't read. The fact that you don't read is not our fault. But please, I would ask you to go back and read the memorandum that accompanied the bill so that you don't embarrass yourself before the people of Ghana. You don't come and make arguments that are not supported by the facts. And that the bill itself has a memorandum which explains what the government wants to do. And if you are minded, you will go and read it. Mr. Speaker, what this 24-hour economy and the authority is thinking of doing is to ensure that we create an environment that allows the private sector to take the commanding height in the implementation of this 24-hour economy. We want to make sure that at this time, when the government has already set the environment that promotes business, interest rates are dropping like we have never seen before. Inflation is all over the place, and exchange rate today is something that you dreamt for 1,000 years and you can never do it. So this is the time. This is the time that businessmen have confidence in the economy. This is the time that businessmen can raise money at a cheaper cost to implement 24-hour economy. This is the time that it is cheaper to import capital equipment from abroad because the exchange rate is lower. Mr. Speaker, at this point in time, it is very clear that my colleagues do not understand when 24-hour economy authority is talking about human capital development. It doesn't mean that we don't have education in Ghana and that we are now going to set up STEM. What it simply means is that you must work with industry to ensure that our training institutions bring out the caliber of human resources that we need. And STEM is one of the key drivers of that agenda. And that doesn't mean that we are implementing STEM because there was no STEM. It doesn't mean that when we talk about science, it doesn't mean that we don't have science education already. But we are trying to make sure that science education is utilized to implement the 24-hour economy. And Mr. Speaker, it is important for people to read and not express ignorance when they haven't read the matters that we are discussing here. Mr. Speaker, it is also very clear. It is also very clear that by the time we finish passing this bill, we would have an enduring coordinating mechanism that will plan, that will organize, and that will make sure that the funding of 24-hour economy is provided to achieve the objectives for which His Excellency promised the people of Ghana. His Excellency promised big push. He has delivered it. His Excellency promised. He promised to reset the economy. He has reset and fixed your mess. Mr. Speaker, he promised a 24-hour economy, and he is here with a bill to set our authority to implement the 24-hour economy. Mr. Speaker, what else do you want? Mr. Speaker, what else do you want? We don't expect you to be happy because this will keep you in opposition for the next 20 years. And it is the reason you are scared. Mr. Speaker, at the end of the day, Ubwa is roaming in Kumasi. Mr. Speaker, the Accelerated Export Development Program, is meant to ensure that even as we are using gold to create the forest that we need, and we are processing gold with refineries, we are also making sure that 24-hour economy deliver the volumes that we need in order to export and generate the resources to fund this economy. Mr. Speaker, 24-hour economy has come to stay. 24-hour economy will develop an authority. And Mr. Speaker, in the wildest dream that NPP ever came back, I will not be surprised that my good friend will be lobbying to become the chief executive of that authority. And yet today he is here pretending that he's against it. He's pretending. Mr. Speaker, I now understand why they wanted to raise quorum. They knew what was coming. Mr. Speaker, when we were talking, I was quiet. You see, if you cannot fight them, you simply join us. We have more seats. Come and join us. It is not about shouting. It's about listening to me and listening to wisdom. That is what I did when I was listening to you. It's the reason I noticed that you didn't read the memorandum. If I hadn't listened to you, I wouldn't have known that you were speaking out of ignorance. So listen to me and learn something meaningful so that we can improve this bill. Mr. Speaker, I want to encourage my colleagues that they should be counted. They should rise and support this bill so that we deliver 24-hour economy, we improve their constituents, we give their constituents jobs so that at the end of the day, when they receive calls from their constituents for jobs, they will not be run away because 24-hour economy will assist them deliver those jobs to the people. Mr. Speaker, on these few words, I would like to thank my colleagues, but also to thank His Excellency the President for keeping faith with the people of Ghana, for not living like others who promised and never came to this house. He is here to make sure that the people of Ghana knows what he is talking about and to deliver a program that will develop this country as he has developed, just like we found with the gold board. They were against gold board and walked out. In the end, gold board is saving Ghana. We are hoping that you don't walk out on this one. Please don't walk out on this 24-hour bill like you did to gold board, because this will be a game changer. And we know you like to walk out. So, my honorable colleague, please don't walk out. I can see him wearing his glasses. When we bring this bill, don't walk out, because this will save us. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much.